Howdy everyone, welcome back to America. So, since the last episode we've moved on a little bit in time. Our new field here, I did manage to get one stage of fertiliser on there. I put some narrows on our tractor and it did allow me to fertilise that, which is cool. It's not going to give us the chance to do it twice though, because it's almost ready to harvest. I think that's its last growth stage, but at least we've got one stage of fertilizer on there, so we should get a little bit of a better yield from it. The horses have been ridding as well. Jade phoned me earlier and told me she'd done that. That's good. There is a few interesting contracts, but I think we'll leave that for a minute, because what I want to do, like I said before, is now we own these two plots, we're going to clear some of these trees and just see what it's like. I'm not sure how useful it's going to be to put anything down, because you can see it slopes up there and obviously back there, and then slopes sort of down, so could be a little bit awkward. But even if it was just meant extending this field a little bit, we'll see what happens. We'll clear them out and then have a look a bit better. I still haven't picked that fertilizer up as well yet, so but we are going to head up to the shop, and we need to, I'll tell you what we'll do first. Let's drag our trailer out just so it's ready to go. We're going to lease that tree. Oh, not that. Thank you. Tree chipper, devourer, like we used before for the trees over in that corner. Come on, I'm not concentrating now. And then we'll get to work on them. I don't know how easy they're going to be to chop down like that, because they're not exactly the nicest of trees. Right. Don't need that weight, so that can come off. Put the beacons on, and then we'll head up the shop. Lease that. Hopefully we'll get some wood chips off of it. I don't know how much. Probably might not even be enough to cover the leasing fee for the chipper, but it clears that area for us. And then we can kind of see what we can do with that area. I just wish we had a few more nicer trees like those two in front of us on our plot, but we haven't. So let's leave the tractor there, or run into the shop and hire ourselves this fella. So expensive to buy. It's not exactly cheap to lease either. 6,375. We're not going to do anything in terms of configurations, because that is just going to cost us more money. There it is over there. I'll grab that. I've also no idea how this is going to go in terms of being able to chip them up, because like I say, they're those awful trees, so it could be a bit painful. So I'm not going to make you guys sit all through that. We'll try and tackle the first couple. If it's going well, I might do a little bit of a time lapse, or else I will just cut and bring you back in when we've made quite a bit of progress. Obviously we did put canola in this field at the end of last episode. So we can turn our beacons off now. And let's hook up to that. If I can drive in a straight line. There we go. Right. Let's do pipe out. So this is our first victim. How is this gonna go? I have no idea. We'll turn it on and just hope for the best. Well, that was pretty good, but we didn't get any wood chips for that, so that's a fantastic start. Surely we must get some wood chips from some of them. There we go, we've got a few. $5,877, which isn't too bad off of that. There we go, 7,297 off of that hideous tree. This one looks a little bit better. It's a bit more straight, I think. Whoa, 30,826. That is what I'm talking about. But it's when you get little bits like this, it can be a bit annoying. There we go, that's not too bad. Well, 33,000 already. This is, well, this could be good. These ones are awful. I don't like these. I shouldn't imagine we're going to get much off of this tree. Come on, we've got it stuck. There we go. Right, this last little bit. If we can get it. I'm just going to push it round the mat now. Come on. So as you can see, this is when it's going to be annoying. I don't even think I can pick that up. It's probably too... No, it's too heavy. Right, what I'll do is I'll carry on. Hopefully get most of this done. What I'll do is if I get a trailer full of wood chips, I think we'll just tip them in our silo. I don't know what any of the prices are like for the wood chips. Oh, they're going up, 139, so that's good. So we'll store them anyway until that maxes out, see what it's like. But I'll try and finish this. Hopefully it won't take me too long. 3:24 now, so I'll see you hopefully fairly soon. Right, that is that job all finished. Look at the space we've got. I've got rid of all of them. The only thing is, let's go into landscape mode so you can see. The ground isn't very forgiving, which is what I feared. So you can see we're sloping up here. This gets a little bit flatter up here, but then we're into a boundary issue again, look. So weirdly enough, this bit isn't ours, but over here is. Goes right out to the path or track. So it's kind of a little bit flatter here, but it's not great. Look, the slopes. So now it's a question of what can we do? What do we do? We could always extend this field out a little bit, or else we could bring this field up like that to these silos and then sort of come across on the angle. But I will think of something and come up with something. What I did want to try and do is get a chicken pen put in, because if we got all this wheat be nice to keep some of it, and then we can set ourselves up for some chickens. So I'm now wondering about putting a pen here somewhere, losing this little bit of field, and like I said, carry on from this edge all the way up this way and just leave this field. We can make some sort of track then up between these two fields, leading around the back. And then this side, I'm not sure. Again, I will come up with something, or if anyone's got any suggestions, it would be great to hear them. But also the wheat is now ready to harvest, so I think we will crack on with that, because what it would be nice to do is, if we get the plough, which we're going to need for this field, get it all at the same time, so we plough that field and then do any of our alterations, and certainly fill all this in at the same time, because that would make sense. Because I don't really want to buy that plough yet, because I think it's like 50 odd thousand. We've only got 82. But we've got 31,314 wood chips in here. What I'll do is I'll tip those in, and I'll show you how much we've got in total. It was really weird because some of those horrible looking trees, we didn't get absolutely anything from them, and then all of a sudden it just went up ridiculous amounts. So yeah, very strange. Right, wood chips. We've got 105,016 wood chips, and the price is still going up. Again, I'm not really sure what a good price for wood chips is in this area, but we'll monitor that. Hopefully it will keep going up and up and up, so I'll keep my eye on that. But if we drop that trailer there, I'm going to take this back up to the shop, and I think we will start harvesting that field. Hopefully we'll get a nice amount of wheat off there as well. And I think for now we will store it all in our silo, and if we get chickens, then we'll tip a full load into the chickens, maybe keep a little bit more wheat back, and we'll see how much we've got in total, and then possibly sell some of it. But let's return this. Didn't put my beacons on, did I? Naughty boy. So that can go down there. We don't need that anymore. I don't think we'll be doing any more of that for a long time. So that's gone back. And we'll head back up to the farm, and we'll get harvesting. I was tempted to try a worker on that field, sort of on the angle that they go to, and see how it goes, but I'm not so sure now. We've got canola sprouting through. Oh, that would be an idea actually. We can crack on and fertilise that as well. That's another job that could be done. So let's turn those off, and we'll stop just here, and we'll get the harvester out. So what I could do actually is do a lap round, and then see how the worker goes with that. But for now, let's do some of it ourselves. Right, so unfold that, unfold the harvester, and we'll start roughly about here, as good a spot as any. Yeah, so obviously we're not going to get as much off of this field. Whoa, let's get some straw going, because I know that is a bit of a pain to keep picking it up, but it's basically a free product. And I don't really think we're gonna need the straw for anything. I can't see us doing sheep or cows on here. Oh, we've got the horses, haven't we? But I'm pretty sure we've got a little bit in storage. We've got 53. That's plenty for the horses. So all this straw can basically get picked up and sold. That's not a problem. Give us a little bit more extra money, but it does mean another long task. So anyway, I'm going to get this lap done, and like I say, I might see how a worker fares on here. I'm thinking if I try and start them on that corner down there by the house and see what sort of, I know they're going to go this sort of angle looking at that way, if that makes sense. It's not a very good example to show you like that. They've got wheat growing across from us as well. Right, we've almost done a full lap, and we are almost full again. So we'll just do this bit and unload. Hopefully we can squeeze that in. That's not going to work, is it, actually? Right, okay, let's jump in the truck then. Well, that's probably easiest. Jump back in the harvester. And then we'll try and set this worker off. Now, the lines for the seeding are going that way, so I'm wondering whether to actually start them going that way, but up in that corner. We'll see what happens. Whatever happens is going to be interesting. May have to move this truck though. That's not a problem. Right, so let's go this way. And then finish our little loop. I think the best thing to do is to do a little test to see which way they are actually going to go. My guess is they're going to follow this route here, like so. But we'll go up to the top and see what happens. Disaster, probably. So although this is a silly little bit there, they should technically come to the end and turn round. So let's give this a go. Yes, see, they are going that way. We'll just stick with them for a second. I've already missed that little bit. See, that's the only trouble. We're probably going to end up with little bits left over like that. it does mean we can get on with a couple of other jobs. Now, are they going to pick up that? Come on. Not quite. Right, so we probably are going to have some little touch-ups like that. I mean, that's not a huge amount, but every little helps, as they say. So let's run down, we'll grab our tractor, and I think we will fertilise that field first. So it might be an idea to put our narrow tyres on, just to be safe. I will pick up that fertiliser, I promise. It needs to be picked up because it won't allow us to load up from there. I think there's a decent amount sat there actually, so it's a shame for it to just be wasted. So customise. We want to make sure again that the front hydraulics on, and we want narrow tyres like so. Let's hook up to the weight as well. And then grab our spreader, which is right up the back in here. Oh. That is not what I wanted to do. Well, that is what I wanted to do. Right, we'll fill this right up just to be safe. Probably would be enough, but and then we'll just have to keep our eye on that worker. Line out, Jack. Good boy. And they're starting this far corner. Just make sure we've got 45 metres on. We have indeed. That's all good to go. This shouldn't take us too long. Such a huge spread width on this. It's mental. But it doesn't half save some time. So I wonder how our workers getting on. I don't really like tabbing across vehicles, so we will probably... That's a thought actually. I wonder if we... Should we just carry on? Would that work if we carried on and fertilise this and then we plough it? Because in theory, if we... Oh no, we're not going to extend this field, are we? I'll stop talking. Let's not go into their cornfield. So it looks like we're going to have to go and unload the harvester in a minute. I'll probably jump to that. Because in theory this should, when we plough it, give us our first stage of fertiliser as it is. Let's just double check on the older map. So if we turn ploughing off, yeah, so kind of saving a job there in a way, aren't we? Right, helper J as a full tank. So I'll go and sort them out. I'll also see how they're getting on, and I'll bring you back in when we're back doing this again. So they're back off and running again, as you can see just in the distance. They're doing pretty good actually, apart from that tiny little bit at the very start. They haven't missed any. I actually did have to move the harvester because the way the pipe, the side of the pipe was on, otherwise we would have damaged the crops. And I did actually go over that little bit that they missed, and it didn't even register in the harvester, so it wasn't even enough there to warrant picking it up. But yeah, they're doing okay. My only concern now is when they get to that cut out bit in the middle, so I may have to do some sort of loop round that possibly. Obviously once we've ploughed that through and made it all into a complete field, we shouldn't have that problem. But at least we know we can get a worker going. I mean, we could use workers on these fields, but it's just the angle they go off. Need to start trusting workers again. Then we'll probably get Eddie out here because he's offered to help. I'm sure he wouldn't mind. Seemed really up for it when he mentioned it. Right, we could probably go down a little bit in size like that. Save on the old fertiliser. So that should be 24 metres we're at now. And then we'll just finish off the rest of that rectangular field. Like so, but that should be all that done. I'll just make sure we'll go back on 45. Like that. And then we'll do strip up there. And it should be one more pass through, then that's that field fertilised as well. Just need to think what to do with this space now. I mean, I know we could have left the trees up, but at the end of the day we've got to make a little bit more extra money by taking them down with the wood chips. It certainly does open this area up now. See our neighbour's house now. Not sure whether they'll be as pleased as I am about that, but it's done now. Right, let's put this away. They've nearly got another full tank. So we would have got away with that 51% in our spreader without topping it up, but I wanted to just be sure on that. Oh, that's a dodgy camera angle. Drop that down. I'm not too worried about swapping over tyres at the minute. Here we go, here he is, look. At least they're going to be on the right side now. So, we'll go and grab our truck. Probably could have drove to that actually. Feels really weird having a worker doing some stuff. It's making me feel a little bit redundant actually. I'm used to doing a lot of things myself around here. So we'll wait till they've got a full tank. There we go, that's good timing. So yeah, just this bit in the middle, I'm not sure. It's probably going to have to end up as if it's two separate fields, if that makes sense. But we'll see how they go. Technically we could probably leave that there. What I would like to do now, let's just check the old wood chip prices. They're still going up, that's good. So straw there we can sell. I was thinking maybe of getting a loading wagon just to pick up these strips, because I'm thinking we are going to put a chicken pen here, because this looks a lot more flat to me than up there, and we'll extend this field right up through, like I said, see how that fares. So I'll tell you what, let's jump in the tractor. They're off and running again. Hopefully they've coped with that strip there. Let's go and grab. I think we might as well actually change tyres back. We can do that down the shop though. It just looks a bit odd, doesn't it, like this with the... I'm always worried you're going to tip over with narrow tyres on the tractors. Getting the beacons again. I think we'll just grab the plough for now. That rhymes. Right, let's, because this is going to probably register that weight, I would have thought. Let's do that. There we go, customise. It always takes that front hydraulic off. Let's get back with the wide and weights. It's messed up our horsepower as well. That is what we want. Grab the weight. I'm also not used to seeing our money going down like this, because obviously we don't normally have workers on the go, so that's another upsetting thing to happen. Right, in ploughs, let's get that John Deere one again. I don't think I'm going to bother with that configuration fork on there. I think we'll just go standard. That's fine. Would be nice to buy this at some point, but like I say, we've only got 80,000. It's going to wipe us out a fair chunk. We've worked so hard to sort of... Why am I turning that off? So hard to build up enough to buy that field. It's taken quite a while, but we got there, and progress is finally being made. God, they are doing well, aren't they? We've nearly got another full tank. So we may have to go and rescue them again first. No idea which side the pipe's going to be this time. Probably on the wrong side, so we may have to move them. Our money going down. If we head this way, and then we'll start on that field after we've sorted them out. By the time we get over there, they must surely have a full tank. They're going to be waiting for us. Oh, that's good. They're going to be on the same side. That is good. Right, let's jump back in the truck. A bit of luck, we should be able to just spin round. Here we go, look. So they're almost at that point. I think they've probably just cut off the tip of that bit there. So that is going to be interesting, but I'm not even going to worry about that at the minute. We'll crack on with what we want to do. Which is obviously plough this field up, so it's ready for another crop. Now I did say we were going to do tomatoes in there. Might still be the case. We'll have a look when we're ready to do it, which will probably be next episode now. Just make sure we're not on create fields, because we don't want to be extending this one. Technically it shouldn't be if you've just got it from the shop. So we'll crack on with this. I do love the way that all sort of the dust comes up from there. That's awesome, that is. I mean, you can only hope that FS22 is going to be better than this one. It may take a while for it to get better, but we'll see. I am excited about it. I'm also thinking it's going to be very interesting to not really have any mods to play with straight away. I'm not sure how long it's going to take for the first mods to come out, all the mod maps, but it's going to be certainly interesting and a bit challenging to actually play without any mods. But the production chains look really cool. I'm liking the idea of that. I've already got a few ideas flowing through my head at the minute of what we might do or could do for certain series. But until we get it and have a look at it, then I'm not quite sure what we're up against. But I'll certainly be doing some tutorials once I've got the hang of it and sussed a few things out myself. I'll be bringing out some tutorials. I'm going to do a first look as well, where it's just going to be literally loading the game up. Not even seeing it myself, we'll be seeing it together, obviously depending on when you see the video. It's not going to be a live thing, it will be a recorded delivery. It's not a recorded delivery, a recorded video. So what are they doing over there? They seem to be carrying on. I can't see that they're going to carry on beyond that strip though. Anyway, I am going to get the rest of this field done, because it's going to take me a little while, and I don't expect you to sit through all of this. I will deal with the workers or worker as and when I need to. Seem to be coping very well though. I'm impressed. So I will see you very soon, guys. They've almost got another full tanklet. Right, this is the last little bit left for this field harvesting. I took over just to do this section. They did treat that as two sort of separate fields. I thought they were going to carry on, but they kind of got halfway into that grass strip and then turned round. So I let them do their thing on that side, and I carried on and finished this side. The field is all ploughed over the other side, so that's ready for a new crop to go in. But we'll get this done. Let's see how much we end up with. I'm quite impressed actually, obviously, because moving the truck I have seen how much we've got already. Quite impressed with how much we've got, especially because it only had one stage of fertilising on this field. It would have had none if we hadn't have done it ourselves. So that is the end of that. Should get quite a decent amount of straw off of this as well. What we'll do is we'll fold that off, or unfold that would have been better English. Hook up and we'll unload this into the truck to see how much we ended up with. So let's tip this in there. Harvester can stay out here, I'm not worried about that. Let's just wait for it to finish. As soon as we jump in the truck we will have our total. Both of these are looking absolutely filthy, so I will clean them. I may even pick up all this straw and sell it off camera before the next episode, because obviously that's quite a long, tedious job as well. But obviously I will let you know how much we make. We've got 104,809 litres of wheat. Fantastic. So we're definitely not going to need all of that, even if we do get chickens. But for now we will tip that into our silo, because I'd rather get the chickens fed. Oh, and the wheat prices are going down. Fantastic. I find that annoying that there's only 2 places to sell wheat. Look at highway sell point. That is an awful price. So I can't see the other sell point going. Which one was that? Animal market grains. I can't see that that's going to go up anytime soon. So it could be a case of just keeping hold of this wheat for now. We're not doing too bad for money. Now, can we tip this in here? Yes. So we'll tip that in there. I think we'll probably leave it there for that episode. So I hope you have all enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, then please do. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos of mine. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.